Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trayvon Walker. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll They'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail early on in his Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have reached the end of 1 quarter of play. We'll be back in just a moment. Plenty of scoring here already. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
And he puts a little something extra into this one. By far his best of the night. This is taken around the 12. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Hey, as the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Jackson. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run this one into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They'll try again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
64 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
gun now on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Mills. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 19 yards away.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 30 big ones. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. Here's Walker.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And Walker once more.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now back to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They're a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Back to Walker on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. On play action, they'll throw. And this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Running right, here's Walker. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 144 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Ken Walker, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Kickoff from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the Super Bowl. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 54 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Adafe Owe. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. They marched to the end zone the last time out.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, the out route, he finds Hardman. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They're going to look to throw. This is taken in by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Now they try the right side here. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
He's got McBride, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look, see, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 crippin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live with. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I ain't mending them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'm a